We are just gonna see what wants to come through. Okay. If you are tuning into this message, this is a permission slip. This is a message for you to watch in real time. Somebody who is learning how to trust their intuition. Somebody who is learning not to force things, how to be in flow, how to allow things to just fall out of her mouth. We are not controlling what happens anymore. We've never been in control. We think that we're in control, but we're not in control. We are the witnesses. And the harder we try to force life, our lives, to be something. That was my cat. To be something, the harder that we try to make things happen in our reality, the harder things get, and they don't need to be hard. They can be really easy. We can lean back into the support that's there for us. We can lean back into trust. I get distracted when I open my eyes. But this is a journey that I am embarking on. Since I was a very small child, I have been trying to control. That's me, by the way. I have been trying to control the way people see me. It was not safe to be me when I was a child. I don't need to go too deeply into the story, but so many other people had the same experience, whether they've realized it or not. And yeah, I think it took me a while to realize that I did have that experience, that most of what I was doing every day in my day to day was pushing, was forcing something, was trying to control the outcome. When actually, when we're children and we can lean back into being guided by divinity, being guided, being pushed along, if we can trust that that is there and that that is real, life starts to bring us in the direction we're supposed to be going in. For such a long time, I've been asking, why am I here? What's my purpose? Because I'm a spiritual person and I'm trying to intellectualize everything all the time. But actually, which is another way of trying to control everything. But actually, if I can come down into my body and see what my body has to say, all our past experiences that become our personality are stored in our body. And if we're not willing to sit down and to feel, I wasn't sure if I pressed record or not, to sit down and to feel what's actually happening inside my body. That's what allows us to lean back and to trust our intuition. If you watch a child, a toddler moving through the world, they're not thinking, oh, what should I do now? They're following, they're just going along. They are sitting in the passenger seat. They are being the witness to life. And by doing that, you're in a way second-handedly becoming the creator. Life is going to do life anyway. And every time we try and get in the way, we're taking it off course. We're trying to direct the way we think it should go because somebody else told us that's what we're supposed to do. You have to be in control of your life. You have to go and make things happen. Your soul knows what to do. And if you can trust your body and your soul are in direct communication. But the mind gets in the way. The mind jumps in and says, uh-oh, I don't think we should do that because I remember when I was 10 years old, I got in trouble for doing that. So actually, I'm not going to do that. That being trusting the body, trusting our instincts. I know in my experience, I used to stand up for myself to the grown-ups in my life, and they did not like that. They didn't like it, and I stood up for myself because I knew what was true, especially if something was happening because the grown-up was angry. Not, they weren't angry at me, but they were taking it out on me. Me standing up for myself and getting shut down. How dare you speak to me like that? You're a child, I'm a grown-up. You're wrong and I'm right. And we slowly learn to squash our instincts and to say, if we listen to those, it's going to get me in trouble. And I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm going to do everything I can to shove down the way I'm feeling, to ignore it. We've all got a spark of divinity within us. And yeah, it's been a hard journey. I keep using that word, hard. It has been a difficult journey, getting to the point of clearing everything that stands in the way of me and this knowing inside of me. I am the knowing. Everything else is a layer, it's a distortion, and it has been stored in our bodies. We have so many pockets of pain and grief and all these feelings that we've shoved down. And the only way to access the divinity within is by sitting down and feeling everything that's happening. And I know I can hear even myself say, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit down and feel my feelings, because that feels terrifying. It feels like I'm going to die if I do that. I promise you're not going to die. I promise you. It is going to hurt. It is going to hurt. But that's not something to be scared of. And we have so much support around us constantly. Whatever your belief system is, call upon your guides, call upon your angels, call upon whatever it is you need to feel safe and supported, and ask them, can you please help me? Can you help me to remove the distortion? Can you help me to remove everything that stands in the way of me and the divinity that is within? They can share the burden. They can share the load. They're in a different dimension. They have nothing but space to help you, to take things that feel heavy. They have nothing but space and time, because we know the thing about time. Yeah, ask for their help. Ask for help. Your intention is the most important thing. Your mind is going to try so hard to distract you and to pull you away from doing this. As soon as you sit down, there's going to be something. Oh, but I'm hungry. Oh, but I don't have the time right now. Oh, but something, whatever the excuse, distraction is. You have to be willing to sit and to have the patience for yourself. It's for you. It's all for you. You have to be willing to sit down and to feel what's happening inside your body. I think we're all looking for the solution. We're all looking to feel better. We're chasing things in the external. Oh, if I just get this, then I'll feel happy. If this happens, then I'll feel happy. The happiness, it has to come from within. It has to come from within. We have to be able to make time for ourselves, to sit down and to feel. Everything that we're looking for in the external is on the other side of us sitting down, feeling our bullshit. Sorry, that's not the right word. Feeling our stories, feeling all of the layers I've got a cat here. She meowed at me when I said bullshit. She was like, don't say that word. It's not bullshit. It's what we've lived through. And it's important. Our story is important. It's what has brought us to this exact moment, to this understanding, to this realization. But in order to flow with divinity, we have to remove all that is not true. The body knows what is true. Everything else has been given to us. It's been planted in our minds, in our bodies, and we've accepted it. We've accepted it to be true. But once you sit down and you're willing to look at what is true and what is not true, what in my body is true and what is not true, everything that is not true will start coming to the surface as long as you're willing to sit with it and breathe into it. You have to breathe into every cell in your body. If we're not breathing, we're not moving anything. The story, we can feel it, but it will stay there unless we breathe to push it out. What's a good analogy for this? It's as if you have balloons inside all of your limbs, inside your body, and you're trying your best to get the floppy balloon that's inside your arm to spread, to take up the full width of your arm, to completely expand inside your arm. That's what it feels like. That's what it's going to feel like. That is what moves stories through. And the mind will see these stories coming and try and attach to them and think about them. You don't need to know. You don't need to know what happened. You don't need to analyze it. You just have to feel it. That's your only job. I think that's it. I think that's all. Sorry, girl. She wants to be fed. She's biting me. Okay. I love you. Thanks for listening. I assume if you're here, you already know what I'm talking about. You can feel it. You can feel that it's true. Your body knows. Trust your body. Set your intention, trust your body, make time for yourself. I love you. Bye bye.